The last Beatles song, Now and Then, finally arrives after more than 40 years. The Beatles YouTube channel will launch a 12-minute video, Now and Then, which documents the song's production. Oliver Murray, a British filmmaker, written and directed the film. It will air on November 1st at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time. Now and Then, included or reissued with the Beatles, 1962 to 1966, commonly referred to as the Red Album, and 1967 to 1970, sometimes referred to as the Blue Album. John Lennon first recorded it as a voice and piano demo at his New York apartment in the Dakota Building in the late 1970s. A contentious debate began when Paul McCartney disclosed to the BBC in June that John Lennon's voice was taken from the original recording and separated from the piano on the demo. Peter Jackson came upon the information while working on the Beatles' Get Back, which released in 2021. Jackson was able to free John's voice from a rickety little cassette and a piano, McCartney told BBC Radio. Fans who thought the technology was being used to replicate John Lennon's voice were upset when McCartney disclosed that AI was used in the song. In a Rolling Stone podcast, Starr clarified that the song does not use John Lennon's electronically created vocals, who passed away in 1980, and that the band would never use artificial intelligence to replicate Lennon's voice. The Goodbye record will also include extra vocals from lead guitarist Harrison, recorded before his death in 2001. This will be the final song you hear from the four men. And that's a fact, Starr said at the time. Jackson's sound team used a similar method to separate vocals and instruments during the band's conversations for the soundtrack of the documentary Get Back. The recording for Now and Then was given to McCartney, Ringo Starr, and George Harrison in 1994 by Yoko Ono, the widow of John Lennon. Additionally, Lennon sent in demos for two songs that were eventually completed and published in The Beatles Anthology in 1995 and 1996, Free as a Bird and Real Love. At the time, producer Jeff Lynne and the remaining band members tried to recast Now and Then, but the technology was not up to par. The finished version of Now and Then includes guitars recorded by Harrison in 1995, a drum contribution by Starr, and guitar, bass, and piano by McCartney, featuring a solo on the slide guitar that pays homage to Harrison.